Welcome to my channel. I hope that you will enjoy my house flipper luxury DLC Cliff House Fixer Upper. I made a profit of over $1,200,000. Crazy. This video has been condensed down from over 7 hours of gameplay. Most of it has been fast-forwarded, so you won't have to wait 7 hours to watch it, instead only a little over an hour. It was pretty messy. As you can see, the first thing I did was clean up the whole place. There were construction supplies left everywhere, spray paint left by skateboard punks and trash from them too. Of course, my dog and cat helped me with this a little bit too. So dirty, got to make those potential buyers happy. Clean all my worries away and I'll clean your worries away too. You can tell that this place is fancy by all the windows it has and a pool as well. Oops. I'll fix that later. Dang, what a nice view. Darn them skateboard punks. Look how much work you are making me do. They even have a helicopter pad. Wow. It is pretty bare bones inside of here. It looks like a dungeon. Concrete everywhere. I had to break up someone's card game. Now, to get rid of all of those awful lights on the ceiling. I'm going to turn my light on, it's getting dark. Wow, that's a lot of graffiti left by those skateboard punks. They really trashed this place. It seems as though they squatted here for quite some time. Maybe the renovations fell through, the construction company left and the skateboard punks came sometime after that. Hey, watch this. Now, it's gone. Yay! So much trash. Don't worry, I will make you a nice place for someone to call home. This house was going to have some bold colors, that's for sure. However, I am going to change that to something more neutral and appealing to the eye. Those stairs are horrible trying to get up and down on. Nice, I just unlocked a Steam achievement and another one too. Where did this guy come from? I thought I had everything sorted out after I mowed the lawn. But, he just popped out like a crazy man after I uncovered him. Painting time. I am going to paint the ceilings and walls white, to give me a fresh canvas to work with. It will look so much fresher, brighter, cleaner and happier. This took quite some time, so I have fast-forwarded quite a lot, to save you the hassle from wasting your life watching that part. Thank you for staying with me and watching this if you are still here. I really appreciate it and it makes me so happy to know that you are watching. If you can't tell, I really love House Flipper. It is hands down my most favorite game. This is the PC version, found on Steam. It is so fun and relaxing, I really enjoy it and have played it over a few hundred hours. That's almost embarrassing to say. But I hope that if you haven't tried the game out yet, that you will in the future. If you have any questions about it, please ask them in the comment section down below. Even though I have played it so much, I still learn new things every now and then. So, if you see something that I am doing wrong or could do better, my ears are open for recommendations. By the way, I hope that you have a great day. I'm pretty sure that it took over 10 large paint containers to paint all of the ceilings and walls. I was getting tired of buying so much paint. But, it was worth the cause. It was for the best. It needed to transition from being a cold and dreary building to one that had life, warmth, and coziness. And I think that this was going to help with that. Anything was going to be better than that puke-colored ceiling. Don't you think so? I mean, it looked like it was super old, and it really needed a fresh facelift. This house had 2 possible bedrooms in the basement, one of the rooms had a bathroom. The other room, I converted into 2 separate rooms, making one a bedroom and the other a sauna. The main floor had 2 possible bedrooms, a kitchen area, a living room area, a garage and a bathroom. One of those rooms also had a smaller room connected to it as well, and I was going to turn that into a bathroom. The second floor had 2 possible bedrooms too, plus a possible seating area. The bigger of the 2 rooms had 2 tiny rooms connected to it. My idea was to make them into a sauna and a bathroom. The second possible bedroom, I turned into an office instead. Do you think that this was a good plan? Or would you have done something differently? Please let me know in the comment section. Thanks. One thing about this house is for sure though, and that is it's a house with a view and it has plenty of windows for the new homeowner to look outside at the glistening water. When you look out of the window you can see a houseboat. I sold that in the past and made quite a lot of money on that too. There's also a huge Hollywood-like sign on the side of the hill. That's kind of cool. It is definitely a rich and swanky area. They certainly put quite a lot of detail into the making of this game. Not only is the game fun, but the background is fun to look at as well. Now I am going to do some modifications on the main floor. Tear some walls down and add some where needed. That's better, you can see the water from the other side of the house now, much nicer than having a wall in the way. The room looks bigger now too. So, here's a bedroom on the main floor that I fixed up, but I forgot to record the process of fixing it. Sorry about that. Here's what I have started to do for the kitchen. It's not finished yet, but it is coming together. Also, the living room and the dining room I started to put together. Do you think the design fits the house? Now, I'm working on the second bedroom on the main floor. I think I will go for a darker theme for the furniture in this room. I think this moon-shaped light will look cool on this vanity. This is my most favorite bedside table light. It is so sleek, modern, and it just looks nice. I think a desk will go well here. Plants always help make a look come together. It helps give it a homey feel and vibe. As you will notice, I put a lot of plants in this house. Although, you need to find a perfect balance, not too much, not too little. Just like the Swedes say, lagom. It means just right. When you are designing, I think it is important to keep this principle or idea. It can become a way of life. Not doing too much of one thing, but not too little as well. Balance is important in everything we do. I really like to incorporate symmetry in my designs too. I just like it and find it appealing. You can make it spin too. Sometimes, a rug can really bring everything together. The cherry on the top. It almost looks like someone could really live here now. Not too bad if I may say so myself. Let's make a tool area here, so this garage looks inviting. It's too bare otherwise. That looks better. Too bad I can't buy a car to make it look more staged. A piano by the water, you can't get much better than that. Some more instruments might make it look even cooler. Especially if they are hanging on the wall. As you might be able to tell, I really like this brand of light. It looks sleek and doesn't really stick out that much, but it is actually pretty bright as well. Hopefully, these lights are LED, otherwise, the future buyer will likely go bankrupt. Not good. This floor looks pretty nice. I like to make the bathrooms all a little bit different, as if each one has its own personality. Since we have a little extra room, I am going to put 2 sinks in here instead of one. I really like this mirror too. I pretty much always use it as a mirror in a bathroom. Don't forget the toilet paper roll, it is kind of nice to have. Especially, if someone is going to be paying big money for this house. It is the least one can do. Some pops of green really make it look nice. In this house, I mainly used white walls, with black details and green here and there. I think this gives it a more modern and cleaner look to the interior of the house. I like to choose the decorations that I use carefully. I don't want something to stick out too much, I want there to be harmony instead. On to the next room. Now, I am going to separate the room in the basement like I was talking about earlier. It will be a bedroom and a sauna. I love putting saunas in the houses that I renovate. I would also love to build a sauna in real life too. They are so awesome and good for your health too. It's nice trying to give each room a different feel too. Each one can look a little bit different, depending on what you choose to put inside of it and what you decide to do for the walls and decorations. I am giving this room a splash of turquoise. The rounded furniture gives it a little bit of a boaty feel to it. This furniture is new to this game, and I really like it, especially the bookcase. I think it looks really cute yet sophisticated. So, when I am choosing something to put in an area, I usually pick something that I think looks good visually in that area, then I try to match things to go with that object. I suppose that is a bit self-explanatory, but just in case you wondered about it, I thought I would let you know. Pops of green again. I have been wanting to try this new pattern out and I think it will go here well as a rug. Time to fix another room. This is the biggest bathroom in the whole house, so I will try to treat this as the master bedroom. It will have a bathtub, a toilet, 2 sinks, a shower, a washing machine and a drying machine. I am going to add a window as well. And a towel radiator too. Of course, it will have my most favorite ceiling lights as well. I thought that I had gotten rid of that mole already. I even checked the whole yard. What in the world? I added some green to the kitchen and the dining room. This will be the office area. This will be a sauna. Adding a window here really opened the area up more. I think it was meant to have a window placed here. Sauna time. Are there people who don't love a sauna? A little rearranging. It's coming together. What do you think? Using this glass wall might be a nice way to create a new space for the wardrobe area and a vanity. This rug matches the bedding. As I said, I love these table lights. It fits so nicely on the bedside table and looks good too. Can't get much better than that. Candles are a nice touch as well. This might be a nice accent next to the bed. A touch of green to match the plants. And some rugs too. Now, let's work on the bookshelf. A book on the shelf will be a nice touch. Time to create an office area. I could have probably made more money making another bedroom, but money is not everything. Sometimes we have to do what we feel is right. And to me, this little room would be the perfect size for a home office. Let's see what we can make it look like. Usually, I like to do the walls and floor first, but I guess you can say that I am doing things backwards from the norm right now. I'm going to have all the latest and greatest gadgets that you could possibly put in a luxury house flipper home office. We'll have a curved monitor, a lit desktop, a lit mouse, a lit headset, a lit keyboard, a professional-looking microphone, a tablet, printer, and more. These things are fun and you can actually use it too. I even placed a nice Grammy-looking trophy on the bookshelf. Maybe someone that won a Grammy will live here. You never know. It's finally floor time. And walls too. But something just feels like it is missing. I think we need a window. It will brighten the whole room and make it feel bigger than it actually is. See? That's much better. There shall be light. It's much cozier now. All right, time to fix the sitting room area on the second floor. I want to make it classy, yet modern. You'll have to let me know if I did okay. It's always better with a fireplace. Adding some fancy paneling will make this fireplace and sitting room look more professional. So fancy. Now we are talking. Next, add a few finishing touches of decorations and so on. Of course, some plants too. And artwork. That rug makes it all come together. It looks fresh and crisp. If it was real life, it would probably get dirty in less than a day. It's like a fancy art gallery slash sitting room now. Probably one of the fanciest places in the whole house. A little green here and there. I had to add this orchid, it is so pretty. These candles are nice too. It really brings warmth to this sitting area. This light fixture is so pretty too. I love it. It has to be perfectly placed, so it looks good when you first come into the room. Not bad. This needs something done to it. Let's try this.
Yeah.
I like that, much better. Now, for the garden. I'm going to enter into the garden contest. I will be aiming for the American style for the contest. The American style requires things like a pool, sun chairs, umbrellas, a barbecue grill, a pizza oven, workout equipment, a hammock, conifer trees, ornamental grass, etc. I will try my best. I looked up a guide on what to roughly have in your garden when entering for the American style portion of the garden contest. This is what they recommended. However, if you have any suggestions on how to do it better, please let me know. Thanks. Apparently, I failed on the equipment section of this particular garden contest. I will have to look into that and possibly find a different online guide in the future. It boosted my total future profit due to entering in the contest though, so that is good. And the yard looks so much better. I think this will be my finishing touch for the garage. One more thing for the kitchen area too. Ta-da! If we have a fancy house, it needs a fancy doorbell too. Security cameras are a must as well. There is the Hollywood-like sign I told you about earlier. Pretty neat. A few outdoor lights here and they're on the top floor where the helicopter pad is. I almost forgot about finishing this bathroom completely. Oopsie. Better late than never, I suppose. A little green in the bathroom too. Here's a little bit of a tour of the final product. Wouldn't it be fun to have a swing like that in your room though? Maybe we should call this the ocean room. Alright, that's the end of the tour. It's time to put it up for sale at the auction. They accepted it.
Yay!
I just made over $1,200,000. Not bad. Here are the before and after pictures. Alright, that's it everyone. Thank you so very much for watching. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed it. This is the longest video I have ever done, so I wasn't sure how it would go, so I will let you all be the judge. Thank you, have a great day. As always, take care.